All right, let's get started. So, my name is Dr. MarkAlain Dery, and I'm the Medical Director of Infectious Diseases and the Chief Innovation Officer for Access Health Louisiana. You've seen me do these updates now for the past few months in conjunction with the leadership of the ACOI, and I hope that these messages are helping you keep up with the latest on COVID-19. Now, I know many of you are in the thick of the fight, and I'd like to thank you on behalf of all of us who daily focus on infectious diseases for a living, and certainly on behalf of the ACOI as well. So I live in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I serve as the co-chair for the ACOI Infectious Diseases Subspecialty Section. And we are facing a once-in-a-lifetime global battle. I hope it's once in a lifetime, not twice. So I want to hear from you, my colleagues who are experiencing the fight from their locations, no matter where you are in the country. I provide my contact information at the end of each update, so please listen for that. I hope that you take me up on the offer to reach out. Moving forward, together with the ACOI, we will continue to share information as it becomes available, as well as some of the hopeful progress that we're seeing. And some of that hopeful progress is coming up in a story next, and that is vaccine trials that are looking promising. So Moderna is a biotech company that announced a safe product and a vaccine, as well as provoked an appropriate immune response to COVID-19 that they had already had in development. They've been working with researchers at the National Institutes of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. So this is the first coronavirus vaccine to be tested in humans. Phase 3 tests will begin on July 27th, which will involve about 30,000 people. While the speed to which this vaccine has been developed is nothing short of remarkable, this is really giving us some hope during a time where we all need it, and the public needs to also keep in mind that vaccine development is complex and that there's still a long road ahead. And before COVID-19 vaccines are even widely available, we'll need more than one company producing that vaccine, since billions of doses will be needed around the world. And as of right now, I think there's something like 140 vaccines that are being evaluated, and I think about 24 of them are in various clinical trials. But going back to the Moderna study, there was a couple things that I had a problem with. Is that it was a very small trial. There was like 45 people. And also, the participants needed to receive a booster vaccine. So they got their first injection, and then they got a second injection about a month later. And it was that second injection where they saw a significant increase in antibodies. But my concern is that it will be hard enough to get enough doses for our population of about 330 million people here in the U.S., much less double that amount in order to administer the boosters. So that means that we would need 660 million doses, and people would have to be vigilant about getting the second doses, and I'm assuming that many will not. The other thing, and I know this sounds crazy, is that we actually don't even have the glass vials to hold these vaccines, so that's another thing to consider. But regardless, I'm eager to keep up on the phase 3 trials since it will involve a much bigger population sample. But we still need to learn how to deal with this virus today, and changing our behaviors to live safely with this active pandemic state in which we are living in is key. Which brings me to my favorite topic always. I don't have one with me. Sorry. And that is masks. So let's just be very clear. Masks are good public health policy. As physicians, as a community, and of course as a nation, mask wearing needs to be framed as good public health policy, period. And it should not be seen as a choice or statement around beliefs or about our individualism, liberty, freedom, right? And some facets of our community are getting it right, yet some are getting it very, very wrong. Remember, we're talking about science here in public health. We're not talking about politics. Okay, so one of the states that's getting it wrong, again, not from politics, from science, is Georgia. Now, of all states, Georgia, which has had more than 127,000, almost 128,000 diagnosed cases of COVID-19, is now banning, think about it, they're banning cities and countries from requiring masks. This is me clutching my pearls, all right? The governor there voided orders on Wednesday. I still can't get over it. The governor voided orders on Wednesday that at least 15 local governments across the state had adapted concerning requirements to wear masks within those communities. Mayors are frustrated. Savannah Mayor Van Johnson said they will continue to follow the science in the city and will still require mask wearing. Good for him. And right before I just started filming here, I was looking at the news and I saw that Mayor Bottoms, who's the mayor of Atlanta, we'll get to Atlanta in a second, also said the governor can sue her and sue the city of Atlanta that she was going to continue to mandate masks. That's the right thing to do. All right. On the getting it right front, aside from the governors, the mayors that we just talked about, retailers are going in the right direction as well. Perhaps late, but they are ultimately getting there. Walmart announced that as of Monday, they will require masks in all their stores. Target and CVS followed suit. Costco was the leader in this space and required them long ago for their customers, and good on Costco. Now, a press release from the CDC dated this past Tuesday announced that the latest science shows that mask wearing prevents the spread of COVID-19. Now, of course, we've known that for some time. I have certainly been saying that repeatedly here on this video blog, but I do appreciate that this finally came out and it's in the form of a public press announcement just this week. The CDC director, Dr. Redfield said, "We are not defenseless against COVID-19 because cloth face mask coverings are the most powerful weapons we have to slow and stop the spread of the virus, particularly when used universally within a community setting. All Americans have a responsibility to protect themselves and their families and their communities." And ironically, I told you we'd get back to Atlanta, right? Atlanta, right? The CDC is located in Atlanta. The state that just banned communities from requiring face masks. CDC. Again, I'm shocked. This is me clutching my pearls. I'm aghast. As a country, we are out of sync, and until we are a united front against COVID-19 and look to science to lead us out of this pandemic, we will continue to make little progress. So, please stay on the lookout for our regular updates, and to read more from the sources used in this report, go to the, you ready, acoi.org/COVID-19. Together with the ACOI, we will help you have the latest information to help you respond to your patients and stay on top of this crisis. Please feel free to reach out to me anytime at madery@mac.com. Please stay safe. We can do this together.